I think now it is smooth. I think it is smooth now. Does it work? Do you hear me? If you can hear me, write in chat, please. So I can see what the latency is. Can you hear me in chat? I repeat, can you hear me? Perfect. Beautiful. Alright, I just hit record. So let's do this. Jump cut. Well, hello there. It's me, Oxilian, here back from Constantiam. Today, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Problem is, I forgot to set my e-pearl at my base. That's problem number one. Problem number two is, I set a bed at the current debriefing location, so if I die, I just get sent back to where I came from. But in order to be able to transport anything or just to bail out within seconds or, yeah, just to be fast, I gotta travel back to my base. But first, I gotta get back to spawn, which is fucking far away. Another problem is, you see this Elytra? It's on its last life. Even if it was fully repaired, it wouldn't matter, because I play vanilla. And I'm reliant on rockets, and unfortunately on this account I forgot to stack up enough rockets getting there and getting back. Because I thought I set my e-pearl there, but I fucked up. Anyways, let's do this travel, shall we? Let's go. Let's see what we gonna find on our way back to spawn out here in no man's land. What I think is funny, the render distance is really low and the chunks are loading very slow today. But if I look at my video settings, everything should be awesome. And well, it might be due to my frame rates, I don't know. But it should work, usually. Who knows? Oh, Awise says he is on his way to World Border and he will be there in 4 hours. Holy moly. Holy moly. That's incredible. I mean, taking a trip to World Border takes a really long time. That's just insane. Maybe we're lucky today here on our travels and can find at least a little bit of ruins. Who knows? And I'm also looking for getting more creepers and getting more sugarcane to make some rockets on the fly. But you can never know. I will also look through desert temples and shipwrecks if I come across some. Why is the render distance so low? It's crazy today. Maybe I should relog for a moment and it fixes it. I mean, the fog is really high today. Normally I can see much farther. This looks like 3 chunks or so. Let's disconnect and reconnect again. Maybe this fixes the problem. Yeah, now the render distance is a bit better, at least. Yeah. Sometimes the game is real freaky. All of you might be wondering, what are the coordinates of Oxilian? I might stream snipe him and kill him instantly. Well, today I'm not gonna show any of my coordinates, and I'm just trying to orientate me after the sun, because I don't want to spoil where I am, because I don't want to get sent back to my bed. That would be really a bummer. Yeah, I think we can fly a little bit more. Then I gotta change to traveling on foot. Let's activate hitboxes because I've seen rails. There might be some chests around here. Let's see. You can never know. Yeah, trying to find items without tracers is sometimes a little bit difficult. Alright. Down there we have some spideys, which I don't like. But I guess there is just nothing in this area. Let's have a quick fly around. No. I don't see a minecart chest. Unfortunately. Well, in there could be one. Haven't checked this. This little tunnel. Don't want to go too deep. Oh, there's one. That's what I love. When you press F3 and P, you can see at least the outlines of some things. Alright, more torches. That's always good. Name tag, why not? I mean, we might be renaming some mobs in the future. I'm always collecting these. I know you could get them through other means, but I love these little explorings. And the wise says, do I need fireworks? Yes, I do need fireworks. But I thought, well, why not do a travel at least back to spawn? Because then if someone wants to give me some fireworks, it would be much, much easier. Oh, here we have a rare site. It's an abandoned desert village. And it looks quite good. I love the cobwebs. They're really beautiful. And I also love the terracotta. The colors and patterns are just amazing. But I don't think that there is anything funky here. It's just an abandoned village. It's not that rare, but still one of the rarer types of villages you can find. And I really love it. Yeah, the Elytra is gonna break down soon. Let's use our last rocket. And yeah, I guess we gotta land here. Yeah. Now I'm back to the ground, back to repairing gear. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of foot travel. The sun is going down this way. Is this even the correct path? Ah. Fuck it, let's show. I'm traveling the correct direction now. I've shown my coordinates for a moment. I was traveling the completely wrong direction. After spinning around a bit. Yeah. So if someone wants to find me, I've shown my coordinates now for a split of a second. It would be awesome if you don't kill me. But anyways. Let's go, I guess. Here's the boat. And I think it's travel time by boat. Yeah, I'm showing the coordinates again. No. No, I'm traveling in the wrong direction again. It's this direction. Always getting confused if the numbers gotta get higher or lower. But anyways. I love this beautiful server. I know that some people on the server don't like the way I play and find it annoying that in chat we are saying we are Oxilian and soon everyone's gonna be an Oxilian. It's just a meme. The group I'm in is called the Empire of Dirt, and the fun thing is when we founded it, me and Turbot44, we found it really funny that every new account that came to our little group when we started out had Oxilian in their name. That's why if you look at name MC, you find so many accounts called Oxilian something. Oxilian but worse, or Oxilian Heart, Oxilian's Penius, for example. Oxilian again, Oxilian as well, Oxilian 2. And Oxilian CEO, for example, just got added newly to the Oxilian family. But the newest account, as far as I know, I created yesterday, which is called Oxilian at Spawn. I thought it might be funny to have an account that is only at spawn all the time within 10k. And I also think it's a good idea to have an account where it is really not worth to kill him, because I usually, on the spawn account at least, the maximum I will wear would be iron gear. Alright, there is a little bit more sugarcane. Maybe on this island I can find some creepers. But we will see. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Yeah, got a little bit of it. Yeah, if I see some creepers, I will definitely hunt them down. Maybe I can find a desert temple or so as well. Oh, right as I'm speaking about a desert temple, I find one. That's beautiful. Because usually there is a lot of gunpowder on site, so I might be able to create at least some of the rockets I need to be able to travel back. Maybe it's unlooted. You can never know. Ah, shit, it's looted. Anyways, let's see if there is at least something still back. Oh, there is. So we might be lucky. Even if they are looted. Yeah, there is gunpowder. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it was not a lot, but at least something which I'm happy about. Yeah, I'm just too close to spawn, that's the problem. Anyways, gotta dig out again. Where did we come from? I think from this direction, right? Yeah, we came from there, so we gotta get this direction. Somewhat. Since I've shown my coordinates already, so I think it wouldn't matter if I show them again. Later on, if I get confused where to go to. Oh, there we have our first creeper of today. And some gunpowder. Beautiful. Yeah, most of you playing on Constantiam might be using some hacking clients. So now you can at least see what the vanilla experience is like live when you are having problems with all your equipment. And Dancy Boy asked, how did I buy Minecraft again? How did I get a new account? Well, I just went to the official website of Mojang. I created a new Microsoft account and just bought the game for around 30 euros. I think 30 euros is not that much, considering Minecraft is the really big hobby of me. If I think of other hobbies, for example, if people are collecting trading cards like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, just think of the amount of money they usually spend on their hobby. And I have 4 accounts, so 4 times 30 euros I think is not a lot, considering I'm playing Minecraft for a while now. So I think that's really not a lot of money. Alright, let's try to repair this Elytra by killing down these sheep. Yeah. And maybe we get lucky and find some more creepers. But this area looks very passive. Yeah, over there I see some creepers. Beautiful. Also a zombie. Yeah, sometimes the arrows don't work. That's what I really love to see. No gunpowder this time. Yeah, a little bit of gunpowder this time. At least I'm not having problems with food. Because my sword is not that bad, so it got fire respect as well. There's another creeper. And it has knockback, which is perfect for killing creepers. Because they don't explode then. Yeah, who knows what we can find today. I would be happy just to find another desert temple to get more gunpowder. Because my goal is that from spawn I can just fly back to where I wanna go. Oh, almost half a stack. It's going real fast. Beautiful. Yeah, another spider following me. Just some zombies. Scully boys. At least they can fly a little bit. Doesn't help much, but clearing some of the gaps, the elytra is a little bit of a help. Zombie villager and normal zombie over there. Another zombie in gold. There's a creeper. Fucking spider. And a lot of cows. There's another creeper. Alright, he died with the first arrow. That's good. But no gunpowder. There is another one. He dropped some gunpowder. That's good. And here comes the sun. Beautiful. I hope I'm still traveling the right direction. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a nice overhang. Looks good. Yeah, our elytra is nearly repaired. Many people had been wondering why I hadn't been streaming for so long. Yeah, most of you just saw the reason why. Because sometimes OBS just doesn't want to stream. So it is more or less a slideshow of a few pictures per second or some seconds per picture, like a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. I'm so happy that at least now it works. Alright, what should I get rid of? I think of the bread. Alright, why not? Let's use the boat. And I think I know now that whatever I'm saying, you will see and hear about 10 seconds later, I think. That's the delay I have to work with. But at least the stream is going fluent. I guess these are new chunks because I just saw the water starting to flow. Yeah, we might be far enough away to generate new chunks. Let's get up onto this island. Or maybe it's a continent, who knows how big it is. There's more sugarcane on the other side. Of course, if I was back at base, I would be able to use the sugarcane farm there and use the gunpowder farm. But anyways, now I got a beautiful, nice new adventure because of my mishap. Forgetting to set my ender pearl. But this is also a good lesson. So if you have to travel for hours to get back where you have to go, you will learn not to forget to set your e-pearl and maybe make some more e-pearl stasis chambers than just one. Alright, Banana Bread just said he thinks he got a little bit more delay. Alright, so some users have 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Oh, that's fine. As long as it's fluent for everyone, that's awesome. But thanks, Banana Bread, for telling me this. I didn't know that. Because I'm fairly new to streaming. Yeah, I did a bit of streams in the past, but I'm still trying to figure out how to make it more stable. And as always, my thumbnails are created by Microsoft Paint. I will never use any overlays that will obstruct my view, because I think that's just distracting from what's going on in the game itself. Alright, so I can set the stream to 2x speed to see it in real time. Yeah. I think it's fine. So many beautiful small islands. These could be perfect survival islands. So if anyone is interested, just go into the oceans. There are so many beautiful islands with, for example, just one tree on there, like this one. And you can start a survival island challenge. Oh, there's another boat. So, there was a fellow traveler. Fellow vanilla traveler, maybe. Who knows? There are more sheepies. Oh, here we have our first oddity. Naturally spawned 1, 2, 3, 4 high sugarcane. And of course, I need the sugarcane. Yeah, I normally would preserve it and leave it because it's a nice oddity. But today, yeah, you might see me doing some of these mischievous things. But when you don't have resources and want to get somewhere, sometimes even I destroy sugarcane. 104, 105 players today. Alright. And my ping is a little bit higher than normal. Usually I have a ping around 40 or 45. But it's showing nearly 100. But it's fine. Oh, there is a mushroom island with a lot of mushrooms. I always love to check out these, because on some of these mushroom islands you can find small bases of players who don't want to get disturbed by mobs. But since I'm traveling on foot now, I don't think that I can see everything. But it might be that it is completely empty because we are um, more or less really close to spawn. Nah, there is nothing that I can see. But it's a fairly big one. And this leads to a beautiful mountain. Awesome. Alright, I gotta advertise it again. Beautiful. Video settings. Beautiful. Music and sounds. Yeah, everything should be nice, fine and dandy. And let's set sail. We might be able to see some funky terrain generation, but I'm not sure. But you can never know. Oh, there we have some structure going on, and also another portal. There's a little bit more built there. I mean, why not check it out? Could be nothing, but in a random chest, if there is one, could be some gunpowder. That's why I always check out these little shacks. Okay, empty sign. Outpost, usage time 1 day. From 2019? Could this be from 2019? Who knows? Alright, there's nothing that I need. But maybe we can upgrade this a little bit. So if someone comes across this little chest, I might stumble across a little bit of my loot. Yeah, let's put the leather also in there. Why not? Also the cooked chicken. And of course also one cherry sapling. That's a beautiful little outpost. Is there something in the furnaces? No. Yeah, might be a real one from 2019. Who knows? I can't verify it, I just can read what's on the signs. But it might be possible. Alright, it's getting nighttime, so we might find more creepers. So I think it will change to my chest plate again, because it's much more safe to use good armor against these buggers. Maybe we also come across some strays because we're in the snow, but who knows what might be possible. There is a creeper. Beautiful. And we got some gunpowder. Awesome. Yeah, I hope I'm gonna get 3 stacks, because then I can make at least 1 stack of power 3 rockets. Oh, there's another one. Haven't heard him. Yeah, and there are the strays giving you slowness, more or less. Or what's it called? Yeah, it is slowness. Rasmus6144 asks, what am I doing? Well, I'm trying to go back to spawn, and after spawn I gotta get back to my base to get some resources for a new degree. And I thought, why not stream the travel back to spawn at least? Reason why I'm traveling on foot is I forgot to set my e-pearl. That's oopsie number one. Oopsie number two is I have no rockets anymore. So yeah, I gotta walk. Because I'm playing vanilla. I hope this answers your question, Rasmus6144. There is another creeper. Beautiful. And we get more gunpowder. Beautiful. Wow, more than 100 players. I'm always stunned at this number. But it might also be just the summer peak. Who knows? Alright, and I guess it's back to boating. So let's go. Alright, there is the moon. Moon is traveling behind me, so in this direction, so I gotta travel this way to travel north. That's good. A wife says, what's my chords? Have a gift for me. I could show you my chords. Minus 3922, 62 and 118k. That's my coordinates, and I'm trying to get my Z coordinate to 0. So that's my coordinates, and this stream might take a while today. Because I want to see the 2k walls again before I use any of the rockets I'm crafting. Now we're reaching polar bear territory. There's more sugarcane. Beautiful. Let's get into the woodworks. A little bit at least. There's more sugarcane, but I think sugarcane wise I'm good for now. Considering the amount of gunpowder I have. Oh, and here we have beautiful chunk trails. Awesome. Just a one chunk wide area. I love them. They can be really beautiful. When you find any structures generating along one chunk wide trails, The structures can be so funky. Half degenerated, broken textures sometimes, or half beds, for example, which I really love to see. Let's get a little bit closer to the highway. Ah, there's a creeper. There's 2 creepers. Awesome. And both dropped gunpowder. That's beautiful. So I'm repeating my coordinates again. I'm around -4,000 away from the highway and 117k out. Because the project I wanna work at is at 200,000 blocks of the Southern Canal. There is a 10k long water cubed area, and for that I need a lot of sponges, but the sponges are at my base, so I gotta get back there. And after removing the water, I will remove the big lava cast. As you have seen on the thumbnail, that's the project I'm working on. So even this is not part of the degriefing process itself, it is still part of what I have to do to get one of the bigger degriefing projects going. That's normally a part I won't show in my videos, because traveling back and forth might just be boring for some, but I thought, why not do a little bit of a stream today about this? And that might be entertaining for you. At least so I hope. Right, here is a ravine. Don't want to fall into that. Yeah, it's going deep down. I mean, I could make the first few rockets, but no, I'm gonna save them. At least a little bit. But I think I might have a shulker box. I can put them inside. Yeah, why not? Let's put it in this one, just to save all the resources. Yeah. Why not? Let's put the Elytra also in here. Yeah, don't have a lot. And I used up all my rockets. I'm still biting myself in the ass for that, but yeah. When you make mistakes, you gotta be honest to yourself, and maybe next time you won't repeat them. I just love the music. And the fade out. Beautiful. Oh, these are just clouds. I thought it was some build rendering in. Let's see who is online today. Any dangerous ones? Who knows? Is this just a random assortment of snow blocks? Or is it a structure? I hear a portal inside. What is it? Ah, it's just a covered up portal. What do we have down here? Huh. Alright. Okay, so someone 6 years ago found this. Awesome. Gunpowder. And people say you need you need traces for finding bases. Nah, you don't. Oh, a lot of saddles. Which might come in handy. I mean, why not grab one? And maybe also some armor. It could be useful. What is this? Oh, 2019. Alright. Might be a 2019 base. Alright, a little bit of footage. Oh, there's the two doggos. There's the storage. Alright. Let's see. Is there anything left or is it just empty? Well, one stone. A little bit of cobbly stone. What I'm looking for is gunpowder. Lapis? No. Oh, the rails would be awesome. So many rails. Yeah, let's remember this chest. Oh, more gunpowder. That's what I was looking for. Woodland Explorer map. A trap chest. Potions of healing. Oh, beautiful flower assortment. More gunpowder. Some books. Maybe I have some space. Yeah. Also gotta fill this up again. Because I got two totems at a rate. Yeah, why not? Let's use this one. And get the rails. Why not? Yeah, and we'll also put in the banner and the name tag. So if I want to build something with rails, at least now I have a little bit of them. Finally. Because making them takes so much iron. That's just awesome. Beautiful. Alright, I checked these chests. So, let's explore a little bit further. Oh, sugarcane. Oh, not all of them. Just want to take one harvest. This might be the entrance to the mines of some sorts. Yeah, I guess this is just the entrance where they mine for diamonds. But still, this is a beautiful base. Could I show the coordinates again? You're close, of course. I will show the coordinates of this base. So, yeah. I'm at minus 3,703, 52, and 116,000. Still exploring this small base. Alright, so I came from there, I went down there. Yeah, this was the water access. Oh, there is a walkway to the other side, I haven't realized. There is another portal, which I haven't seen. Let's see where this is going. Or what this might be. This leads down. Maybe also down to the mines, but you never know. Alright, this leads here. Okay. Got good infrastructure. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, there is another room. And there is storage. So this might have been a mob grinder of some sorts. Yeah, there is some sugar, there is some glowstone dust, so this definitely had been a mob spawner. What do we have here? Something that it makes a sound, alright. I gotta check out this area. Maybe it still works, who knows? Let's get down. There's a lot of bows in there. I see arrows. Some diamond. Alright. More bows. I suspect this to be a Scully spawner or had been. Yeah. Just look at the bones. This might have been a Scully spawner. Could be that it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, this is just, I think, leading down into the mines. Yeah. It just goes down to the ravine. But still, it's a beautiful one. Oh, there we have you, Replicat. Hello. Ah, the Scully spawner is still working. Awesome. Ah, you are wise. Yeah, I thought it. I thought so. What are these? You are shitting me. Really? Holy moly. Are you sure? Yeah. Yay. Holy moly. Also a kit. That's crazy. I mean, that would help a lot. This helps a lot. And this base is awesome. Alright, so I guess oh, I put the rails in my e-chest already. Thanks. Alright. Let's put in here the sugarcane and the gunpowder. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces left. Beautiful. The empty one will stay in my inventory. 1, 2, 3. Ah, fireworks. Awesome. So, I will gladly take the Elytra for flying. What else will I need? I think, yeah, I got enough of everything. The rest. So we'll put these as well in here. And here we have some rockets. I can fly back home. Or at least try to get to spawn. Wise, you are a legend. This is just incredible. Alright, let's try to get out again. I still think it's incredible that I found this base. Never would have thought to find a base on my travels. But you never know. You never know. I think I'm gonna, yeah, make a screenshot of the coordinates just in case if we want to go back any day. Yeah, now we can travel in style again. Beautiful. Alright, now I can show my coordinates because at least now I'm flying. Beautiful. Yeah, from up here it's much easier to spot anything. That's so cool. Another Schalker firework rockets. That's just awesome. This helps me out a lot. Because the... I was traveling for around 100k. And yeah, for many hours. Just on foot, trying to conserve all the rockets I had. Then I switched to using the boat on the southern canal itself. It was just crazy. And still, I think it is funny that I found a base. Just by listening to something. That was crazy. Just hearing a well disguised nether portal and then following it. That's just awesome. Alright, I'm getting a little bit glitchy in the air again. So I gotta land. De-equip it, re-equip it again. And fly again. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just flying too fast. And I gotta say again to a wise, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the rockets, because now I can travel a little bit faster. And I still love to look at the beautiful land. Awesome. I love lava. It's a great light source. If you think of older bases way back when torches were not a thing for lighting up your place, you just used lava behind glass. And I think to this day that this method of lighting up your base looks amazing, especially when you have a building with many floors and you just need one lava bucket and it flows down from the top. It looks so good. Marka Johanna Zandi says, "Hi Oxilian, I am saying hi to you as well." Hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah. I was so happy to get a few shulkers from Wise of rockets, and now I'm stuck in the air. I will get teleported to the floor soon. Yeah. And I'm playing vanilla. I don't know what most of you guys have to go through if you're using your hacking clients. If even I am having trouble flying. It's just insane. Alright. Yeah, 111k around to get back to spawn at least. But you never know. Maybe I will find alongside the way another beautiful base like the one we just were in. Just by accident. Or maybe a broken structure. I would love to see another ocean temple cut in half. Or unupdated water blocks, which I really like. Another small island. But there is no tree on it. That's not good. Flying too fast. Flying too fast. We have to change this. Every island Needs at least one sapling on it, so it can be used as a survival island. Alright, we got someone using chest chop, so let's ignore hard. There we go. And another account added to the permaban list. Yeah, these shops are just annoying. The only good thing about these shops is when their coordinates get public and a big raid starts and everyone in the server is trying to get there. This happened a few weeks back, or should I say a few months back. Yeah, time is flowing past so fast. Some of the members of the Empire of Dirt were also able to get the coordinates of the past shop stash pretty early. And so we were able to get a lot of building materials like terracotta and different colors, which is amazing. So we are looking forward to making some big builds. Oh, this is beautiful. But I think I'm traveling the wrong direction. Nah, I'm not. This direction. There we go, because I don't have to travel towards the rising sun. I have to travel to the north. Whoa, nearly flew into a tree. Okay, this looks awesome. I love the colors. Yeah, the raid was fun. Wise also was there, and he misses it. Oh, here we have a beautiful oddity. I love this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, what biome are we in? We are in a plains biome, and here we have a desert village. Awesome. Parts of the structures got generated inside of the hill. As you can see, grass blocks inside of the houses. This house is completely buried. Yeah, I love this funk. And here is proof that it's also possible on Constantiam to find these beautiful little oddities. Okay, this house generated completely, but still in a strange spot. Let's take a look at the rest of the village. There might be so much buried underground. I think these houses are completely buried underground. I love it. Anyways, yeah. Let's take a look from the top. Slowly. Yeah, that's beautiful. Also, sand in a tree. I love it. There are people who say, yeah, finding broken structures is nothing special. Well, for me it is. I just love it. Because it shows that the game is not perfect. The game has some flaws. And also that this beautiful server went through some different versions of Minecraft. And it has a lot of history. Alright, I'm gonna show my cards again to align myself again. Get a little bit further out, like 3 to 4k away from the highway. Alright, I'm getting rubber banded. Beautiful. Gotta land again, I guess. Yeah, it's not only you who is seeing this. I'm also seeing this strange rubber banding situation. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it's smooth again. Oh, there is another portal. pay close attention. Maybe I see something. Let's fly up again. If it is completely underground, I can't find it. I think it's just a random portal. Yeah, and there we have the flying glitch again. Okay, we gotta land. Beautiful. Alright, my ping is around 250. Okay, it's rising slowly, but surely. Ping! I hate this sting sound. It always tells me that something went wrong and I can't fly any further. This was really scary when I was in the end trying to get my first legit elytras. Holy moly, when I had my first one I thought, yeah, maybe I need another one, maybe I need another one. I brought some rockets with me and every time I was just flying over the nothingness of the void, the ding 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 came and I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna crash down, I'm gonna crash down. But it all went smoothly. I survived it and I got out with 3 new elytras. I want to visit the end definitely again. Exploring cities and so. But for now, let's try to get back to spawn. And another ding. I'm just traveling too fast, I think. Or is the server really that laggy? Who knows? I think I'm gonna relog just for a moment. This usually fixes some things. Not everything, but let's see. Yeah, it feels a little bit smoother, but we will see. Oh, there we have an old village. Who knows what we can find here? Generated. Mostly normal, I think. Yeah. Oh. And what's this item floating in there? That's a boat. It's a small sugarcane farm. Could there be a chest? Because of the sugarcane farm, I suspect there could be a chest somewhere in one of the houses. There is one. There are a few chests. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna stack up my wool. Why not? Fish, alright. Still gunpowder. I'm always gonna take some gunpowder. What else is in here? A golden apple. Beautiful. Some books, I think. I will put the food in here. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna take the emeralds with me to get home. Is there... No. There are not more chests. Right, let's fly up again. Take a look from the top. No, there is no more fun going on. Just a normal village. Got so many boats. One boat is enough for my inventory, I guess. Oh well, I haven't checked. Yeah, I am recording. Beautiful. Because this stream is gonna get cut down to a shorter video for YouTube as well. Just showing the highlights of this beautiful stream. There is a jungle again. Jungle is the biome I dislike the most. Because it's so hard traveling through it by foot. Alright, here we have this beautiful flying glitch again. Alright, I will just look up and try to land. Come on, there we go. Yeah, these rockets are just a little bit too fast, I guess. What do we have here? Destroyed villager house. Yeah. Someone just grieved for the sake of grieving, I guess. Let's take a look. No chests here, no chests there. This looks normal. Is there some grass inside? Yeah. This shouldn't be possible. That grass is generating on normal dirt blocks inside of a house. But in older villages, it happened. Alright, I guess I'm gonna get out some of the experience bottles I got. Where are they? Forward rockets. There are the balls of enchanting. Yeah, why not? Let's get out 2 stacks. I think this should be enough. Oh, wrong item. There we go. Let's repair the launcher quick. That's enough. And on to the next stack of rockets. Let's go. Once we get to 100,000, I think I want to go to the Southern Canal a little bit closer. Because the 100k milestone might be there or might be not there. Let's just check it out. I just hope that it isn't grieved as the 200k milestone, because the 200k milestone is in a water cube and has a big lava cast on top of it, so it's really hard to degrief it, and that's also why I'm doing this travel, to get some sponges from my base to be able to remove the water cube. And the water cube stretches for 10,000 blocks, so this definitely will take a while. Alright, 1.8k or so left to get back to the Southern Canal. Yeah, we're traveling really fast. The speed is just awesome. Alright, here we have a wither, a beautiful one. Yeah. Why do people even spawn withers on the highways? I won't get it. Alright, there we are at the Southern Canal. Yeah. Some areas destroyed from the wither. There is a build. That had been something. I think that was a slime farm. Yeah, it's in a swamp. That might have been a slime farm. And we're approaching the 100k milestone. Let's see what is left of it. Because the state of these milestones can change within a day. Even if you think you saw a wonderful, beautiful milestone along the highway or a beautiful build, it can be gone the next day. But, well, That's just the beauty of the server, that it changes so much. Alright, a little bit is left. Some towers. Some of the wheat farms. Some of the smaller builds. Yeah, and the main area is at least a little bit left. Yeah. The wall is left. Yeah. This changes. But I still think it looks awesome. Even the lava cast has some beauty to it. I think it fits perfectly to the milestone. Alright, let's get back to No Man's Land and see if we can find anything funky again. Alright, here is a griefed build. Yeah, griefed base. A little bit of the wood is left. I'm not gonna bother looking for any chests in there because it's too close to the highway. Yeah, we're approaching 1,000 blocks away from the highway, which is good. Ah, some sheeples. Beautiful. Alright, I just had to write it in chat once more. Just that the newcomers could join if they want to. Ah, big forests. That's a big mushroom. That's really standing out. With animals on top of it. Okay. That's strange. Big pumpkin patch. And back to the swamp. Yeah, I think 2,000 blocks and a little bit should be enough to find some interesting terrain generation. Because if you're too close to the axis, it could be that you just see normal vanilla generated terrain, but if you get a little bit farther away where there might be some chunks that were not loaded previously, and right at the borders of these chunks you can find crazy things. Like here we have some, not all, but some unupdated water blocks. And I think that's just beautiful. So we are definitely in the right range to find some interesting structures and interesting terrain. There is another jungle with a ravine going through it with a waterfall, a beautiful one. Alright. There's a lava pool burning down the forest, that's good. Burn jungle burn. Yeah, around 3,000 blocks away from the highway. There we could find beautiful, beautiful terrain generation. Alright, I get another thing. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, just traveling too fast. Playing vanilla. Backman, you should really change it. Change the speed so people can travel fast again. I mean, I'm playing vanilla and I get the problem that I'm flying too fast. That's just crazy. Bring back Boatfly, for example. Boatfly would be awesome. And we would see people zooming around in boats again. Because I think it looks so funny seeing people float in boats. Just imagine what spawn would be. There would be parkours, Boatfly parkours. Awesome. Alright, here we have a line, I think. Yeah. A line of someone traveling through the snow, a one chunk wide area. And alongside these one chunk wide areas, I usually find the most fucked up terrain. And that's what I love too. Also travel not on the highways themselves, but near the highways. Yeah, this view distance is definitely better than at the beginning of the stream. Oh, what I'm interested is how high can I get my... Now my frames per second are restricted to 119. But if I go to video settings and changing the slider to unlimited, what frames are we getting while flying? Yeah, as I thought, around 300. But if I'm looking just in the sky, still 300. Yeah, there's just too much going on. And even these 300 are useless for me. 120 as maximum is enough for me, so that the game works smoothly as possible. Ding. A double ding, alright. Snowy area again. Elytra is still looking fine. Alright, let's just land for a moment on this small island. And I can show you how I am sorting my e-chest. Because other people just try to sort it with if they get some gear. It's like yeah, they have just survival kits or whatever kits in their e-chest. I usually prefer to have some spaces free. I love to have one box for ores, one for loot. So if I come across some strange things like map art or whatever, I put it in my loot chest. Yeah, I usually have one shulker of e-chests with me, one shulker for wood, one shulker for food, one or two with totems, one with flowers for the griefing, so afterwards you can plant flowers everywhere and make it look beautiful. Also, if possible, I love to have a full shulker of bottles. But when it comes to gear, if you look at these red shulkers, that's how I usually sort my gear. So I'm not using kits like other people do. I sort it like this. So I have one for shoes, one for trousers, one for chest plates, one shulker for helmets, one shulker for swords, for silk touch, for fortune, for axes, for bows, and for shovels. So that's how I sort my equipment, because if you just had kits, you would have not so much space in your e-chest. But if you sort it like this, so one equipable item after another, you can have so many more pieces of gear within your grasp. That's how I sort my chest. I just reorganized it the other day. It took me a long time to do that. I think it was 4 hours just sorting through our chaos. Alright, I saw a wise asked, Oxilian, how many friends are in EOD? How many members do we have on the Empire of Dirt? Why not have a look at it? No. I will take a look at it. How many members do we have in EOD? I'm gonna look at my phone and see how many members do we have. We have 55 members on the Empire of Dirt Discord channel. 55 members so far. And the YouTube channel is nearly at 350 subscribers, which is just awesome. I'm working towards 400 again for a start, to be able to do another spawn degriefing video where I will plant 400 trees at spawn, or even more. Well, you got healed, and I think you should go back there. Alright, there is a brewing stand. Yeah, as I was saying, trying to reach 400 subscribers. That's the next goal. And then I will do another 400 trees at spawn, because at 300 subscribers I did planting 300 trees at spawn, I guess. I think it was like that. And the next goal I want to reach with the YouTube channel would be 500 subscribers. Then the channel would be able to do memberships, so people could pay money to see exclusive videos. I will try to do that, and the goal for that would be, financially speaking, the first goal is to be able to buy one frozen pizza from the cheapest supermarket I can find. That's the financial goal number one. if the channel generates more money, I will do giveaways of retro video game consoles, which I love to repair and refurbish. Most of the time it's just cleaning them and then they work. And the first giveaway will be of a PlayStation 1, if some of you know what this system is. Still know what it is, I mean, because nowadays people are looking towards a PlayStation 6, which might come out. Who knows when. But at 500 subscribers, I'm going to give away a PlayStation 1 with one game of your choice from my collection, which I'm gonna show in one day or another. Here we have the beauty of unupdated water blocks. That's what I love to find. It's so awesome. And when you updated the block, so it only updates when a block next to it gets updated, it starts to flow again. But the others stay as they are. That's just wonderful. Alright, let's repair the elytra again. Yeah, 2 more. I know when people are using EXP bottles, usually it makes ding ding ding, and it goes very fast. I just use them sparsely, not to waste any of them, because right now I got not a lot of. I gotta restack that at the villager trading hall. Alright, less than 80k to go. That's a really fast travel today. Compared to walking on foot or using a boat, flying is just way faster. Oh, and now I just read it. A wise said, a very good e-chest set. Yeah, thank you. I always try to keep some spaces even free, so that I'm able to store some loot I find along the way. Like the beautiful rockets you gave me. Because it is always dangerous when you are running around with a full inventory of shulker boxes. People will instantly try to hunt you and get a hold of the kits. But I think right now I'm quite safe, because the only thing I have, well, is a stack of is a shulker box of rockets and an empty shulker. So I don't think that anyone will hunt me down for these 2 treasures. Also, I'm not wearing any Oxilian branded gear, so just no names gear. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change all my equipment in my e-chest to self-made items I made on my own at my enchanting table and in combination with the villager trading hall. Because I love making gear. Of course, it's a tedious process, and you gotta get lucky with the rolls on the enchanting table. But I'm always happy when I get something nearly perfect, and then I just make it a little bit better with the books and name it something with Oxilian. Like my swords usually are called Love and Happiness, with the smiley and the heart. Alright, I'm getting the shakes again. Beautiful. I just hope I land on the tree. Beautiful. And for these I use, for example, I press the Alt key, and in the numpad I press 2, and then you get a smiley. Alt key in the numpad 3, and then you release the Alt key and you get the heart. That's how I write in chat my beautiful signs. Don't have to use any hack clients to do these signs. It's just a normal feature of a computer, I guess, to being able to display these signs. the closer we are getting to spawn, the more of the chunks will get older and older sometimes. Alright, onto the next stack of rockets. Oh, less than 80k away from spawn. That's beautiful. And the stream will end when I get within 10k, I guess, to have a safe log out spot, so to speak. Let's travel a little bit further. 4,000 blocks? I think that's too far. Oh, there is a one chunk white area, as you can see in the water. With the different colors. Yeah, and it's going in a zigzag area. It's just beautiful. That you can see even in the water. Different terrains. Dancy Boy asks if I'm traveling somewhere or hunting. I'm traveling somewhere. I'm trying to get back to spawn without dying. Or else I will be set back to the area where I started, where I set my bed. Which is the current debriefing location. I'm trying to go back to base because I need a lot of the resources I have on another account of mine. Especially the sponges for removing the big as water cube, because I'm not gonna place blocks one by one. I want to do it a little bit faster by using sponges, maybe making an auto smelter, so once they are used up I can just make them dry again. Yeah, that's the goal of today's stream, getting back to spawn. But today I also found some bases. You won't believe it or not. Some old ones, some new ones, and a little bit of funky terrain generation as well, which is what I liked most. I just love to travel in Minecraft. And I love to find the wanky and funky terrain generation. I know there are a lot of people out there who are just hunting for items, for stashes or for bases. But for me, that's not important. Not that important. If I find one, of course I'm happy. But I usually love it more when I find something that is a little bit odd. Like the perfect shaped cross right here. These are the things I love. Or cut off trees due to being in chunk borders, unupdated water blocks like we just saw here. I'm just flying too fast. Yeah, there is some unupdated water blocks, but not all of them. Some got updated, some did not. So this is a sort of a chunk error in this area, or two different versions of Minecraft terrain generation clashed against each other, and sometimes Minecraft gets confused and doesn't know what to do. And then you get some harsh cuts in the terrain, and sometimes it is that water blocks get cut off and the right next to them is just air. Dancy Boy says, like half a village. Yeah, like half a village is exactly what I love to find. Because in some versions, Minecraft said, well, here should be a village. And then in the next terrain generation, Minecraft says, no, there shouldn't be a village. And if only half of it was already loaded, but the other half of the village wasn't, then it is possible to find some really funky things. Like half houses, half villages, half boats. I mean shipwrecks. But what looks the most awesome are the ocean monuments. When ocean monuments are cut in half, they just look so awesome. Oh, and here comes the sun. Beautiful. Ah, beautiful small survival island. Oh, I need another stack of rockets. Let's just land here for a moment. Ah, I'm so happy for this stack of rockets. Yeah, it's just awesome. So thanks again, Awise, for giving me this beautiful present. What I find funny that some players using some of the hacklands not only not needing any rockets anymore, there are also people who don't need Elytras anymore. They can start flying without using anything. It looks a little bit crazy, but I mean, as long as it works and you are having fun, go for it. Which also means more rockets for me, because nobody needs them anymore. Only vanilla players. Oh, here we have another oddity. It's not a lot, but yeah. 3 pieces of snow, so a snow layer floating in midair, and under that also snow layers generated. That's an oddity. There is another one. But the double stacked snow I really like. Let's go. And the Wise says in chat, I am welcome. Ah, that's so beautiful. Really, I gotta say thank you again, Wise, for giving me the opportunity to getting back to spawn. And afterwards getting back to my base. Within a reasonable time, you could say. So instead of 24 hours or so pure travel time walking on foot or more, it's just a few hours. Which is manageable, considering I'm working full time and I want to release at least one video per week about Constantiam if possible. But if I have a travel time of 24 hours, I can't do this. There is not enough time on a day, especially on a day I have to work to get from point A to point B. So setting up stasis chambers with ender pearls is a necessity for me being able to create good Constantiam video content for you, and also having that many accounts. It's really a bummer when you're trying on a project and think this could be an awesome video idea, and yeah, then you just get killed over and over by griefers, either by crystal PvP, but nowadays it's the maze one hit kill, more or less. they might think it's funny, but me, it's setting me back weeks sometimes in progress. And yeah, maybe they're just haters of my video content. Maybe they're haters of the idea of Oxilian in general. Anyways, I'm just happy that I can travel again now. And yeah. And I just realized in the last 2 weeks that doing a project at the scale of the 10K highway is possible. But if we want to make video content, good videos, it is not possible to do big project like that and make videos out of it. I can make a video once it's done, but yeah, I better make smaller projects and just make the edits better and have a better story. That's what I'm working on. Because I don't wanna release any sloppy videos. I wanna give you the maximum of quality I can provide with the time I'm given. Oh, beautiful. I just found one of these small guys, which is awesome. Let's check it out. Yes, there are rails inside. Of course I'm gonna take them. Yeah. Let's just take everything. Beautiful. Yeah. I think, yeah. Let's take a little bit of terracotta with me and some of the rails. Not all of them, but maybe I will build a roller coaster because I got so many rails now. And I'm just collecting them for fun. Yeah, I will definitely build a roller coaster. Don't know when, but if any of you remembers the good old days where someone was releasing a video about a roller coaster and it was all the craze back when rails were added to Minecraft. Yeah, I know it's a long time ago, but that's what I have in mind when I think of early video content about Minecraft. People showing off their roller coasters. That's Minecraft nostalgia for me. Two blocks of netherrack is nothing. Right. One random pumpkin in a forest. Oh, and I just read a wise also said he's happy to help worthy players. That's a really nice description, calling me worthy. Thank you. Thank you, wise. I'm doing my best. That's all I can say. I'm doing my best at making video content for you, and I'm also doing my best at, while having fun at Minecraft, also trying to make others having fun. That's why I'm even doing these debriefing projects, because I like doing that. That's my playstyle. Repairing things, tearing down lava casts. And if it makes other people happy, then my goal is reached. If my little stories makes you giggle, or it's easier for you to fall asleep too, because my voice is soothing and calming, also fine with me. Alright, we are reaching the final stretch, the last 50k we gotta travel. Yeah, I think we might have to restock some rockets on the way. But it should be fine. At least the things got less. That's a good sign. Traveling a little bit further back towards the highway. Because I think I'm just too far out. I'm just rendering new chunks in some areas. No, we are in old chunks. If we're looking at the water, there is not much kelp. So we should be in the right direction. I will repeat it again. Alright, here we have another village. It's another old one. It got halfly generated. If we take a look at the number of houses, just fly up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was cut off around here. But no houses were cut off, unfortunately. But we are at least in the right area where we could find some funk. There are some pumpkins. We're getting to a desert. Yeah, the shaders are looking a little bit crazy today. But it's because of the rain. Alright, less than 60k blocks to go. And the render distance is really low now. I'm gonna reconnect again to the server. There we go. And this should make it better again. At least a little bit. From my point of view, at least. But I also hate it when it rains. Because sometimes you can't see shit. Oh, here we have a possible survival island, but there is no tree on it. So we'll add a sapling at least. Oh. And you exploded the sapling. Bummer. Well, let's try it again. I was trying to do a good deed and even the creepers are working against me. What I think is the funniest is that I didn't have to censor chat so far. I was able to leave it open. Because sometimes people are saying things that might get you a strike on YouTube. But today, chat seems quite nice. Yeah, sometimes I don't understand what is happening in chat because it gets too cringy. Right, here we have an old village and a base of some sorts, it looks like. Is there any way to enter this? Or did I miss it? Oh. Alright. What is it? Just a bat. And a chest. Some torches. Yeah. A little bit of diamond gear. Some lapis. I mean, since I'm here, and I got this for loot, this beautiful shulker box, I mean, why not use it? Things that I might need at the base for trading with villagers. Yeah, I think that's everything I need from this chest. Yeah. So, let's get back there. Oh, there is another floor. Oh, it's just an enchanting setup. But so close to spawn, finding a nearly complete enchanting setup is a rarity. I'm stunned. And also finding a village that intact. Alright, there is another small build I'm gonna take a look at. Oh, there are a lot of chests inside. Even fire still burning. Alright. Oh, there's some food. There's nothing, nothing, and a whole lot of nothing again. Oh, we can fly through this small gap. There we go. Alright. Slowly but surely approaching the 50k mark. Where are the chunks? There are the chunks. Sometimes the game is not loading chunks. Let's just stay in the air. Am I even flying in the right direction anymore? Sort of, but I'm too high up. I think I gotta fly down a bit, but I can't see shit. Where is the area? Okay, I'm 120 high. Is it just the nighttime, or is it my render distance which is fucking me up? I think it's just the nighttime. But why not? I'm doing a relog again, just to exclude that. Let's see. Yeah, render distance is now normal again. It's just crazy that sometimes your render distance get reduced randomly. If any of you viewers have the slightest idea how this is possible, that the game changes the view distance on its own, please tell me, cause I have no clue how this is possible. Alright, I think I'm gonna repair the elytra right here. That's enough again. And let's get out 2 more stacks of rockets. And let's continue. And here comes the sun. Beautiful. Yeah, just a big tower again. I think we're getting closer. Closer to spawn. Ah, I see. Tier 8264 said vacuum and dynamic render distance, not a game thing. Alright, so vacuum chooses how my render distance is. Okay. Dynamic render distance is, well, in my opinion, not practical. Because I want to see where I am flying and not having to rely all the time at F3. But thank you for telling me. Now I at least know that it's not my game. It's yeah, game mechanics that got added by Backman. Maybe for stabilizing the server, which is good. We all love to have a stable server that is working. But still is a bummer that sometimes you can't see shit. And again, thanks to you for telling me. Yeah, we can't do anything against it, I guess. We gotta be thankful that the server is working as it is. Because I have seen much worse performance. The TPS being not only single digits, but low, very low single digits. So 3 TPS at maximum on some days. This was crazy, but it was still playable. It just took ages that blocks updated sometimes. And sometimes you had to eat a piece of bread for 30 seconds or more until it got registered that you ate it. Oh, tier 8264 has a little bit more explaining what happens because of the dynamic render distance. And he says that Vecman started doing this at the peak of the speed exploit. Okay. And he has a theory. Tier has a theory. So his theory is that people started loading too many chunks at once and he had to lower the render distance. Yeah, that sounds very plausible, Tier. That's what I'm thinking also, because having a bigger map size and a drastically growing bigger map size means you gotta have to invest a lot of money into the equipment of the server, which is not that cheap. Considering you have to have at least one set of backup gear to save everything onto it, or else you would one day lose the whole map, and then everyone would be pissed. We don't want that to happen, so even if we have server downtime here and there, so that Vacman can make backups of the world, we should be thankful, because yeah, without that we wouldn't have Constantiam. And I'm just hoping that his system never breaks down. we're under 50k. That's beautiful. So now should the number of ruins we see rise, I guess, because the closer you get to spawn, the more griefed areas you usually see. Let's hope it is that way now. Jura says hashtag love Vecman. Yeah. Love Vecman. Yes, I agree with you. Let's see if there is something left. You can never know. Okay, the chests are here, which is good. There is still something in it. And, of course, nobody takes the gunpowder. Less than 50k at spawn. And there are even the box left. Feather Falling 4 and Depth Strider. Sorry, I'm gonna taking the Feather Falling 4 for making new boots. I still don't get it why people leave such good books behind. But well, maybe they don't need them because they already have everything they need. Anyways, let's start flying again. Where is the sun? There is the sun, I guess. We gotta fly this way. Yes. And there is another desert. An old desert village. But as we are so close to spawn, I can't rely on anything that I see. Apart from that, that is definitely naturally generated. That's beautiful. Let's take a look from the other side again. Fly a little bit further away. Come on. That's what I hate about this fucking dynamic render distance. I can't see shit when I want to take a good glimpse at something. Maybe around here, if I stay on the floor. Yeah, the top doesn't get rendered, but I got rendered. So like this, I can at least take a look at it and take a screenshot. Beautiful. I think this is just the peak of Minecraft terrain generation. Just some floaty bits, random, water flowing down. This is looking awesome. And also on the top of it is a tree. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of Minecraft. We have another question from Rasmus6144. How far out do you keep your base since you play vanilla and have to travel back and forth? It's really far out. It's really far out. Really far out. You could say I have a spawn base that's within 500k. And because I made the oopsie of not loading my ender pearl, I can't teleport myself back. That's why I'm doing part of the travel in this stream, at least the part where I travel back to spawn. But my, you could say, a temporary or mini base is within 500k from spawn, so it doesn't take me weeks to get there. Just a day or two if I have enough time to travel. Right, this looks interesting. Let's fly up there. I guess someone made a sky base. Yeah, someone made a sky base on top of a lava cast. Didn't know this existed. There are more rails. I repeat, very quietly, there are more rails. And I think I'm gonna Get them. So many rails. Sorry. I gotta take all of these. These are mine now. All your rails are belong to us. Yeah, why not? Let's take some minecarts with us as well. Saving iron is saving iron. Ink sacs might be useful. Poppies might be useful. Colors. Anything else might be useful later on. Nah. But I'm taking my carrots back. This is beautiful. Finding a sky base so close to spawn. And also the idea that you build it on top of a lava cast is just marvelous. Here is a farm. Oh, enchanting setup. Only the books are missing. What do we have here? Some redstone contraption. Just a piston. This maybe could have been for animals. Here is a water platform for getting up and down. And here is a fort. 2024. Okay. This is older than 2 years? Can't believe that. Yeah, okay. In here there are no chests, so... What does the top of the towers look like? Beautiful. 4 small little towers. Rasmus6144 says, no point in raking rails. You can dupe them. Well, I don't know how. I'm playing vanilla. If there is any dupe anywhere, somewhere, I don't know about it. Nobody tells me anything on this server. And I love to scrape things. I love to craft things. And that's why I have my little base within 500k. I make all the gear myself. Well, most of the gear, except the gear I get gifted from other players. But my goal is to have a full ender chest of gear I made myself. Except of the bows, because I can't make infinity mending bows on my own. I have to use those that are already here. But the rest of the gear I can make on my own. I cannot make swords like this easily. But I can make trousers like this, for example. Plus protection 4, arm breaking 3, and mending. This is what I can do. Ah, Rasmus 6144 says carpets. Yeah. You can dupe carpets. Yeah, but why? Why should I dupe carpets? I could just have a pen of sheep, shear them, and then make carpets myself. If I need, even if I need a lot of them, I can just make auto shearers for the sheep, which I prefer more because I love the action of crafting itself. So when taking the wool blocks and turning them into the carpets, I love. I know there are dupers for carpets, of course, that I know, but I think they are useless for me, except if I was making, for example, map art. At a big scale, I wouldn't need 10 double chests of carpets. What would I do with that? I can't build anything that big, playing vanilla, using that many carpets in one of my builds. So, this would be useless. Tier 8264 asks, do I have infinity mending bows? Yes. Just take a look at this one. I have enough. I think I have 3 shulker boxes full. So on the on my 3 main accounts, no, I have 2 shulker boxes full. 2 shulker boxes full of infinity mending bows. 1 shulker is on this account, which is Oxenfrosch EOD. And the other account, which also has a full shulker of infinity mending bows, is Oxilian EOD. And I think that's enough. Having a full shulker box of them is perfect. As you've seen from how I sort my ender chest, When I need a bow, I just get out the bow shulker, and then I have an infinity mending bow ready and some arrows inside. I hope this answers your questions, tier 8264. Think I gotta repair again. Just when we are getting closer to spawn. Yeah, this should be enough. Maybe another stack of rockets, yeah, just to be sure. And I shouldn't do this on trees, I should do this under trees, because people can now one-hit kill me. Since the fucking mace was added, and people using it to, yeah, more or less one-hit kill you. Okay, they have to swing the sword one more time. But still, for me, it looks like I'm dead in an instant. At least with the... When people used crystals, I was at least able to hear the different explosions. Of course, I was dead within 1 second. But the maze is just... yeah, just a jump scare. And Tyr says, again, he thought I meant that having bows that only have infinity and mending on them. That would be illegal items. I don't know. If I come across one, I will definitely keep it. But so far, I haven't seen one. But I'm only here for around 3 years on this beautiful server. So there's still a lot I have to find. Alright, are the chests still here? Yes, they are. Alright, so let's dig down. Maybe the gunpowder is also still here. Like most of the time. No. Yes. It's always the same. People really leave the gunpowder in there. Beautiful. And if people needed string, that is also still here. So, awesome. I think I gotta travel this direction. Yeah. No, the other one. To get back to spawn. Less than 35k. Beautiful. There we have a village. Looks complete. But as we are so close to spawn, if we find something that is funky, we can't rely on that. It is natural. Because there is so much player activity within 50k that, yeah, you can't take anything you find for naturally generated. This is definitely player made. That is nether wart. Alright. Sorry, I gotta do this. Is any of these fully grown? Beautiful. Alright. Gotta check in here. Is there anything? Nothing is here. Oh. What is there? And where is it leading? Let's light it up. Just to make it a little bit safer. And so that you can see what I'm doing on the stream. Because I don't have full bright, as you can see, so I have to light up all of my area. I guess this is just for mining diamonds, just a strip mine. Yeah, and that's the first nether wart I've ever seen in the overworld. I think I will take some of it with me. Three is enough, and I think I will take half of that what's here, because I don't have any soul sand. Sorry. Now I have 9 soul sand. I'm not taking everything, but still having the possibility to make a little bit of brewery and potions is awesome. And the rest will definitely stay here. Holy moly, finding nether wart in the overworld. I'm really happy. Today is my lucky day. After 3 years, I found nether wart. Hooray! And in a random location, less than 35k from spawn, I find nether wart. This is awesome. Now I can start making potions. And also setting up more E-pearl chambers. So I can make a backup one if I forget again to set one. This is awesome. Oh, there is another chest. Let's take a quick look. Nothing inside. And we're getting closer to spawn. Nearly under 30k. Beautiful. Oh, small little village. Yeah. The villagers are always right with what they are saying. Especially when they say, huh? Huh? Uh-huh. They're always right. I just love it. There's another one. No, I'm not gonna check it out. I already checked out so many of these today. Beautiful village. Alright, there is just a furnace and a chest. Let's see what's inside. A little bit of coal. There is another one. How many are there? Now I see them everywhere, these desert temples. When I need one, I don't find one, but when I don't need one, I find all of them. Right, beautiful old village. Alright, we're under 30k from our goal of today. I can start flying diagonal a little bit away from the highway. Who is online today? I'm wondering. As far as I can see, I'm the only one who is called Oxilian, more or less. Oxenfrosch is my idea of trying to translate the name I came up with into German, because Oxilian sounds a little bit English, and Ochsenfrosch is definitely the closest one you can get to in German. Because Oxilian sounds a little bit like an ox frog, which is a special type of amphibious creature. And yeah, the closest thing you can turn Oxilian into is translating an ox frog into German, which is Ochsenfrosch. That's why I named one of my accounts like this. I know, random Oxilian facts are always interesting. Always. They're never boring. Oh, and to just see Trana Gaming. It's so hard. Trana Gaming says, "Hi Oxilian, hope you're doing good." Of course I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. And you get a thumbs up in chat. I'm doing really, really good. I haven't been killed the whole stream, which is really, really good. And I'm getting closer to my destination, which is today, spawn. Alright. Oh, here we have a grieved build. Nothing left. A little bit of the roof. Alright, we have another commenter. Luna is that says, "I like Linux." Sure. You can play on Linux. Some people can play on Apple. Some people can play on Windows. It all depends on what you prefer. I just play on Microsoft Windows computer because for me it is just much easier to use. I just despise the newer versions. My most favorite version, which was in my opinion the most user-friendly one, was Windows XP. Since then, Windows just from the whole user experience, everything just got worse. But that's just my point of view. But I still prefer to work on Windows, at least gaming-wise, than on Apple, because most of the games I love to play don't work on Apple. I know there is Steam, which usually makes a lot of games also available on Mac, but I always had been a Windows user. But when I'm doing work stuff, like video editing and whatever, music editing especially, I usually do that on my MacBook Air. But also with a mouse with 2 buttons, because I don't like the touchpad controls. or the mouse pad, or whatever, trackpad, whatever it is called. I don't like the controls where you have to do different gestures with your fingers sliding across to do something on your screen. It always confuses me a little bit. Might be because I'm a little bit clumsy, but yeah. Tier says they liked Windows 7. Yes, I can agree. Windows 7 was also more or less stable, at least on the on the later service packs. But Windows 10, and especially after everything that came after Windows 10, is, in my opinion, made the user friendliness not their priority. Maybe they thought, oh, that's a good idea for the user. That makes it easier. Let's add AI to every aspect of our device, and let's also hide the most basic functions behind useless menus nobody really likes. But yeah. Okay, Luna is that says, I don't like any Windows version I've used. In my opinion, Linux is much more user-friendly, but it depends on what distribution and how technical you are. Yeah, that's true. If I had enough time and enough interest into making my own version of Linux and just taking my time for a few days, setting it up as I want to, of course it would be much more user friendly, because I can make it whatever I want. But I don't wanna use any of my two laptops for that. I have two Windows laptops, which I'm not gonna try to destroy by trying to install the second partition, especially the hard drive on my older laptop. I don't want to stress it anymore with the second partition installed on it. Of course, I could use another SSD. Yeah, I'm just happy with what I have right now. I know how it works, and yeah, I'm just used to using Windows. But maybe one day I might change to Linux. Who knows? But at my work I have to use Apple. That's at least with some of the programs we use. So I gotta know at least where to find the settings at Apple, and yeah, and how our programs are used. Because we are working where I work with a program called Cubase? No, not Cubase. What is it called? I forgot the name of the program. I've streamed too long. My brain is mush. Oh, that's a small little farm. Beautiful. A lot of sugarcane. Finding this near spawn is always good. Alright. Let's see if anything is interesting at 10k. Yeah, we got enough rockets to get there. Alright, Luna is that also said Apple would be really nice if they were a lot more open and had fair prices. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes when you want to get Apple equipment with little bit more oomph, so to speak, you have to pay a really hefty price. Alright, disconnecting and connecting again, and now it should load all the chunks again. Yeah. Yeah, relogging helps at least a little bit. It isn't perfect, but it makes it a little bit better, the view distance. Alright, before I think I should repair the elytra again. So I need an island. Or I could do it underwater. Let's see. There we have an island. This should be enough. Install the torch. Install the second torch, a third one. I don't want any mobs to spawn on my back. There we go. Alright, first let's repair the elytra. Alright. Now let's get underwater. And let's do this quickly. I need 1, 2. There we go. Because I don't want to get killed by people using maces when I'm getting closer to spawn. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful little island. Small farm. Small church, you could say. At least it looks like a church, whatever this is. There are sheep inside. Gotta fly again there. Wanna see what's on the inside. Yeah, just the sheeple. And the rest is hollow, unfortunately. But still, it looks amazing to find these little remnants of civilization. Alright, maybe we can find something at 10k? Let's see what the state of the highway is. Because in some areas it got griefed really bad. But this part looks more or less wonderful. So nothing got destroyed in here. Which is beautiful. Let's see what the area near the Southern Canal looks like. Because that's where we were trying to make it more beautiful. Because as you can see here, the highway is only 3 blocks wide down there. CPW made the upper walkway, and I think it was a complete railroad, but the rails got stolen since then. And their idea was really, really good, making a railway system all around spawn at 10k. And I had the idea to make a 15 wide highway, so using the pre-existing 3 wide highway as a basis, down at water level, down at Y63. Here we have parts of it, where my main idea was, but they deleted all of the dirt, as you can see. The complete island is gone. And within here and here would be a 4 wide dirt area. But well, griefers gotta grief, I guess. People don't like nice things on the server, like having access to food everywhere they go. Yeah, I think that's really a bummer that people have to destroy every farm they see. which makes me a little bit angry. Maybe they just live on enchanted golden apples and never have to use bread or any other means of food. Yeah, as you can see, some of the dirt is still there, but yeah, that's just some patches. Everything got destroyed. Only thing that is left are some of the waterlogged slabs I made on the sides. And once we get to the obsidian, yeah, there you can see all of the dirt is gone. Yeah, nothing left. Yeah. And this is what it should have been in the middle. Crying obsidian on the sides, normal obsidian. So this is the showcase of the project I was never able to finish because it got griefed daily. Either by someone placing withers every few hundred blocks. And I had to kill 30 in a row, which destroyed most of my gear on my main account. That's why I'm, on my main account at least, on the base. Oh, even my small house got destroyed now. Okay, so someone really went out of the way and destroyed with TNT a small little hut. Oh, we got water cubed. Yeah, I already knew that. And there is an Imperial sign in there. Is there, right? Yeah. Let's see what else is in there. Imperials and more Imperials. I guess that's fine. Oh, here we have the beautiful Colosseum, which the Empire of Dirt made. So we made this beautiful build. Let's fly above this. It's very high. Yeah. I know this kind of structure, so we have a water cuber who is working with water cubing machines. Just a stupid fucking idiot. Which I hate, but, well. Why do you have to water cube something? Just to destroy it? Yeah. Here I can show you what it could have looked like if a finished area of the highway. Here you can see 3 white obsidian, waterlogged slabs also on the sides, 4 white, and alternating wheat and carrots. This was the main idea, but someone said, well, we will lava cast your project because we don't like nice things on the server. Alright, Luna is dead, asked, how do those water cubes work? Do they use machines for that? Yes, they use flying machines that operate near build height. And that way they can, yeah, just for 10,000 blocks or longer, or 100,000 blocks, however, how long they want to, yeah, make water cubes. Alright, here you can see the beautiful builds made by their greeds. I think he spent around 3 or 4 days working on this beautiful temple. As you can see, people like nice things and the whole temple is still standing. Let's move to the next part. Of the tour of the progress of the project so far. Yeah. All of the dirt is gone. It took so long collecting it. Alright, here you can see a beautiful little island which we repaired. Which is also gone again. And here is another beautiful build, which was also made by the greeds. He also made a beautiful build here, and yeah, people don't like nice things. That's why It's also completely blown to smithereens. Yeah, people also erecting obsidian crosses, which I think is just bullshit. Yeah, this was also a nice area, which got completely destroyed. And what I think is crazy, all the chests we had just for storage, so anyone can take whatever they want from them. Most of them were just destroyed. Don't know what's in that one. Yeah, there you can see. That was the idea. Take your bread and go. That was the main idea. Just get here, grab your 2 or 3 stacks of bread, and then you can continue your travels. But some people don't like it when you give free food away and make the server look a little bit nicer in some areas. I think a whole griefing group got angry about this project. Yeah. Luna is Dad asks again, have you seen the Golden Block Valley yet? It's ungriefed last time I visited it, and it's giant. No, I haven't seen it. I might wanna visit it one day. Which would be a very, very interesting thing. Alright, I wanna get to the corner at least. If I can manage to do that. So, 5k more. Yeah. As you can see, even the normal roads got destroyed because they unleashed withers everywhere. So everywhere you see the broken areas, that was an area where I had to fight, or one of the other players had to fight some of the withers that got spammed everywhere. Ah, there is still one. But I'm not gonna fight him now. Yeah. At least in some areas, some of the rails left. Yeah. Block spammage. One more thing I don't understand. Why do keep some people just spamming blocks while they're walking on the highway? I think that's just bullshit, but yeah. Alright, we are getting closer towards the corner. Let's see what the state of this corner is. Because don't be mistaken, don't think that because some parts of this project got griefed, that me or some of the members of the Empire of Dirt won't try to complete the whole outer spawn farm highway. We will continue, we'll try to complete it. But right now we are working on another project I mentioned a long time ago. I think in the beginning of the stream I told where the next project is gonna be. But this 10k highway will still be on the back of my my mind, and will always continue. Small chunks of it. A little bit here, a little bit there. And once you realize it, the whole outer spawn farming highway is there. Okay, Dancy Boy says, don't try to understand griefers. I have no idea why they get a kick out of it. Yeah, I don't understand griefers as well. Alright, here we have a beautiful Lidl sign. That's awesome. There are no more light signs on the server. Everything is changed to Lidl. And I gotta say, I think it is partly my doing, because I made a little short video called From Light to Lidl. And we changed a few signs. And now The chance got to the whole server. Alright, so this corner needs its lava cost to be removed. Alright, Luna is that also answered. The random blocks could be because of a speed exploit. It places blocks when you pick them up. Okay, so it might be just some exploit. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, some of the rails are still here, but not all of them. Anyways, and as we are flying, I gotta say to you, thank you. Thank you for watching. There is still 4 people in the stream left. That's really beautiful. So I gotta say to you, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.